country. There's gold in them hills and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see. You can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills and I've got the fever.
Good morning, Arizona. Welcome to Gold Fever Adventures. I'm Jack Tucker. I am out here in the Arizona deserts. I'm out here in northern Arizona by Meadview, Lake Mead area, doing some gold nugget hunting. I like finding gold nuggets. I've found over 20 little pieces of gold so far. I'm using the Minelab GPX 6000. Now, a couple different questions that people's asked me on that I want to kind of answer is sensitivity and threshold. And I guess that's about it, huh? Let's talk about sensitivity and let's talk about the thresholds. Does it make a difference? Well, that's a good question. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing that detector this morning. It is early in the morning. And if I get, well, hopefully I'm going to find a target. I'll show you the difference on when I get a target that I think is gold. Then we will dig that. And I'll show you some of the difference of the detector there. But anyways, I want to thank you guys coming along and sharing on these adventures. And today we're just going to go see if we can find us some more gold nuggets. Thanks for coming along, guys. Well, one thing I'm going to be doing digs live. So you guys will see them live as I'm pulling whatever it is out of the ground. You'll be able to see it. So we're going to do live digs today too, as well. Since it's not really windy right now, I'm not going to use headphones or start out using headphones. So I'm going to turn the machine on. Okay, then the first thing I'm going to do is just pump that up and down for about 10 seconds just to ground balance it. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. Oh, there's a target right there. See, that's a loud target. That's not going to be gold. That's going to be a piece of lead or something like that. I'm not going to dig that up. You've got normal ground and highly mineralized ground. I'm going to hunt a normal ground just because I'll get more sensitivity that way. I've still got half battery life left. That's my volume control there. I'm hunting in about the 2 o'clock position right here. That's where I'm going to start at. So let's go from there, and I'll let you know when we get a target, and we'll dig it up. Now, I can tell you, with this machine, got a stick on there, you want to go very slow and low to the ground. Slow and low, remember that. You go too fast, you'll go right over these little targets. Slow and low. That I can't express enough. You've got to go very slow. Sometimes you might get a little signal. It kind of sounds like that might be something there. Go ahead and just scrape the ground down. Get rid of some of the surface there. I'm gonna go back over it. Sounds like something's still there. Let me get rid of some more of that surface there. It still kind of sounds like there might be a target there. You can barely hear that. So let me get rid of more of this surface there. Okay, it's just starting to come in more now. You can hear that. Chances of being gold. Let me go ahead and try to retrieve this target here. should have a pick, but generally these here are not that hard packed. If it does, I'll break out the pick, but for this here, should be all I need. Something's there. Okay, it's out of the hole. Okay, now we're going to try to retrieve that. We do have these hot rocks. See that? That's a iron rock. That sounds that off. That may have been what that was. That's what that was. That was that iron rock right there. Right there. That's what set off the detector. Just an iron rock. I tend to just throw these in bushes so I won't pick them up anymore. That's one thing, those iron rocks, hot rocks, they will, that's about the only thing that will set this thing off. You know, your VLFs, you couldn't hunt, well, I guess you could hunt out here, but it's constantly going to chatter on you because you're picking up every single hot rock around. But with the PIs, they will punch through some of this mineralization ground, and you won't pick up the hot rocks, but you'll still pick up those iron rocks. Okay, let's just continue on there. There's a target. I don't think that's really gold because it was ringing or kind of loud. Let's put this all the way up, sensitivity wise, all the way up, one off before auto. That still picks that up pretty good. Turn this all the way down to like, let's go to like maybe lowest setting you can go to. That's still picking that up pretty good. Let's go all the way to full auto. Still picking that up pretty good. One auto. No threshold. Okay, I'm going back to my 2 o'clock position. Let me just dig this out of the ground and see what it is. I don't think it's gold though. Okay, I've scraped the surface off. It's out. It's surface trash. Right there, it's probably a piece of lead or buckshot or BB or something like that there. You can see it was just a little piece of tin. But surface trash, and that's why it wasn't gold. Hey, here's a faint signal. So if I turn this up to all the way up there to the top, you can still hear that. If I take that all the way to auto, you can still hear it without the threshold. Back to my 2 o'clock position. surface there. A lot of times it's just maybe one of these hot rocks laying on top there. So let me just clear off the surface here. Okay, still there. It's getting louder. So what I'll do is I'll kind of open the hole up a little bit wider. And then dig down just a little bit more. See what happens. Still there? All right, let's go try to retrieve this target. Okay, it's already out of the hole, so well, now I have to try to find it. Seemed like it was back here someplace. It'll be right there. I think I got it here. Okay, it's gold. It's gold. Okay, that's a piece of gold. It's attached to caliche. It's got caliche on it. Most of all this gold up here that I found is attached to the caliche rock, just like that. But that will clean up nicely. I'll soak it in some vinegar, and it will just get rid of that that outer rock on there. Little caliche stuff attached to that. Vinegar is kind of a mild acid, but that'll clean up pretty nicely. So there's a nugget. You know, they say it kind of matters on the, you seem to hear better with the threshold on, but under that condition right there that I just did, it didn't matter. I think I heard it in every, every direction or every situation. High sensitivity, low situation, manual, auto, threshold off, threshold on, it seemed to do the same. But anyways, we'll continue on and try to find us another one. Yeah, I've got a target here. I've dug down a little bit. Seems like it's still there. Or I may have gotten out of the hole. Not sure, but it sounds pretty loud. Let me retrieve that one. Okay, get out of the hole. I'm afraid this one here might be one of these hot rocks. No, it's another little piece of gold. It's another little piece of gold. Oh, man. Another little piece of gold. See, it's hard to see there, but I'll show you these once I get these cleaned up, too. I'll show you what they look like once they're cleaned up. But it's a little piece of gold. Got another target here. Now, if I were to take the threshold off, just push down your ground, your ground mineralization button, whatever you want to call it, and go over it. It's still there, but it doesn't seem to be as prominent of a signal. Take that back off. Yeah, it just sounds better. I have to get more serious. Okay, it's out of the hole. got it there. Okay. That's another little piece of gold. Okay, it's another little piece. Another little piece of gold. Again, that'll clean up nicely. So I think with that piece there seemed to be a difference with the threshold on and off. So if I was going to judge on that one, I would say the threshold is better, although it's more annoying. It does seem to be better with that threshold on, but we'll continue on and we'll continue to test. Here we go. Moving on. Okay, I've scraped this one down here, the surface. Can you hear that? Okay, let me take this all the way off sensitivity, go over it. Seems like you lose it. You can barely hear it. Put that back up to let's take it all the way to auto, full auto. I don't think you'd walk right over that. You wouldn't hear that. Okay. Same thing, you wouldn't hear that in auto. Back to the 2 o'clock position. Okay, threshold off. You wouldn't hear that. You would walk right over that. Okay, threshold back on. Okay, let's retrieve that target. Already be out of the hole. Let's see if I can get that. Let's see if I can get it. This is a very faint signal, so it wasn't very big at all. Sometimes it helps to go away from the target and come back. Seems to disappear. Maybe it's just one of those hot rocks. I think that might have been one of these little hot rocks. Right there. See, it's got all that iron in there. That's what that is. That's what that was. Just a hot rock. Just double checking. That's what fools me a lot, is those iron rocks. They sound good targets till you dig them out of there, and well, that's part of the beast, I guess. So, all right, starting to warm up already here. It's going to be a warm day today, so I better get this in before it gets too warm. Okay, I got two signals here. I got one right here that you can barely hear. That might be a hot rock, but see, if I were to take that threshold off and go over this, you hear it beep, but I don't know if you'd dig that. I think you'd go right over that. Okay, if I were to take that all the way up, sensitivity all the way off, you don't even hear it. Put that in full auto. You can kind of hear that in full auto. Okay, back to the 2 o'clock position. No threshold. Threshold back on. You hear that the best. So I'm going to retrieve that target, and then this one sounds a lot louder. But I'm going to retrieve both of these targets. I guess I should have cleaned the surface up first, huh? It's probably just a hot rock or something on the surface there. That's what that one was. This was just probably a surface piece of rock or something. Little piece of lead. Just a little piece of lead. Little piece of lead. Let me get this other one out of here. now I got to get more serious on this. Oh. Down to the rock layer. Oh, see this right here? That's what this is. It's like a ring of some sort. Huh. Oh. Yeah, you know, to me, that sounded too loud of a target, so either it was going to be a good piece of gold or it's going to be trash, and you know what? It was trash. A ring. It was a ring off of something. I don't know what, but that's what it was. That other one was the piece of lead. That's what it was right there. It's a little piece of lead. Well, I still got lots of ground to cover, and it's warming up, so I better get moving. Because this video turned out to be longer than what I expected it to be, I'm going to cut it in half. So part 1 will be now, and part 2 will be next week. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Like living and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine, and there ain't no better place than out in the country. There's gold in them hills, and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see. You can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills, and I've got the fever. And there ain't no other place that I'd rather be. My friends come down and enjoy hanging out, and the kids are knee deep in the sand by the creek. Yeah, we're chasing the dog, let's put another log on the fire. There's times like these that make it all worth the while to me. There's gold in them hills, and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see. You can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills, and I've got the fever. And there ain't no other place that I'd rather be. When the night comes down, we're all sitting around, playing guitars under the stars, singing about the nugget I've been dreaming about. And I say even the picture of it weighed 5 pounds.